God of the sea, Neptune's primary domain was the sea, both the calm, bountiful waters and the tempestuous, destructive oceans. He governed all aspects of the marine realm, from the tides and currents to the creatures that dwelled within its depths. Roman seafarers, merchants, and fishermen prayed to Neptune for safe voyages and prosperous catches, recognizing his power over their livelihoods and destinies. God of earthquakes, the Romans believed Neptune's power extended beneath the Earth's surface, attributing earthquakes to his wrathful shaking of the ground. This connection stemmed from the ancient understanding that earthquakes were often associated with coastal regions and volcanic activity near the sea. As Earth's shaker, Neptune's subterranean dominion instilled both awe and fear, reminding people of the unpredictable and destructive forces that lay hidden beneath their feet. God of storms, Neptune's control over the seas naturally extended to storms, the violent atmospheric disturbances that churned the ocean into chaos. Sailors especially feared Neptune's stormy aspect, as tempests could wreck ships and claim lives without warning. Prayers and sacrifices to appease Neptune were common during dangerous sea journeys, highlighting the Romans' respect for the god's ability to unleash the full fury of nature. God of horses, the association of Neptune with horses might seem less obvious than his marine domains, but it reflects a deeper symbolic connection. Horses, like waves, possess a powerful, surging energy. Romans recognized this parallel, viewing horses as creatures of immense strength and untamed spirit, much like the sea itself. Neptune was credited with creating the first horse, symbolizing his mastery over both the fluid realm of the ocean and the dynamic power of the land. Furthermore, horses were often associated with chariot racing, a popular Roman spectacle, and Neptune's patronage extended to these equestrian events. Symbols of Neptune. Trident. The trident, a three-pronged spear, is the most iconic symbol of Neptune, directly inherited from his Greek counterpart Poseidon. This powerful weapon embodies Neptune's authority over the seas. With a strike of his trident, he could stir up storms, shatter rocks, and cause earthquakes. The trident visually represents Neptune's dominion over the three realms, the sea, the earth, and the underworld, though his direct rule was primarily over the first two. In art, Neptune is almost always depicted wielding his trident, a clear marker of his identity and power. Dolphin. Dolphins, intelligent and playful marine mammals, were sacred to Neptune and served as his messengers in mythology. Often depicted accompanying Neptune in art, dolphins symbolize the god's benevolence and connection to the sea's gentler aspects. Their association with safe passage and guidance for sailors further solidified their symbolic link to the sea god. Dolphins embody the duality of Neptune's nature, representing both the serene beauty and the untamed power of the ocean. Horse. As the god credited with creating the horse, this animal naturally became another significant symbol of Neptune. White horses, in particular, were closely associated with him, often depicted pulling his chariot across the waves. The horse symbolizes Neptune's connection to land and sea, representing the raw power and dynamism he embodies in both realms. In Roman culture, sacrifices of horses were sometimes made to Neptune, particularly in contexts related to equestrian games or military endeavors seeking his favor. Neptune in Roman mythology. Neptune's mythology is largely intertwined with that of Poseidon, from whom he was directly derived. However, Roman interpretations and emphasis on certain aspects of his character offer a unique perspective. Origins and family. Neptune was the son of Saturn, Cronus in Greek mythology, and Ops, Rhea. He was brother to Jupiter, Zeus, and Pluto, Hades, the three brothers who divided the cosmos after overthrowing their father. Jupiter took the sky, Pluto the underworld, and Neptune the seas. This familial connection placed Neptune among the most powerful of the Roman gods, part of the Capitoline triad along with Jupiter and Juno. Consort and retinue. Neptune's consort was Salacia, a goddess of saltwater, who represented the feminine aspect of the sea and often accompanied him in artistic depictions. Their son, Trident, was a merman and messenger of the sea, further populating Neptune's marine court. His retinue also included various sea nymphs, monsters, and deities, reflecting the rich and diverse life within the ocean he ruled. Key myths and stories. While not as central to as many epic myths as Jupiter, Neptune featured in several important Roman stories. The contest for Athens. Though primarily a Greek myth involving Poseidon and Athena, the Romans acknowledged this story, recognizing Neptune's competitive nature and desire for dominion. The contest, where Poseidon offered a saltwater spring and Athena an olive tree, highlighted the contrasting gifts and values associated with each deity. Neptune and the Trojan War. Like Poseidon in the Iliad, Neptune played a role in the Trojan War, generally favoring the Greeks. His support and interventions reflected the sea's strategic importance in ancient warfare and the god's involvement in human affairs. The founding of Rome. While Romulus and Remus are credited with Rome's founding, some myths link Neptune to the city's origins, emphasizing the importance of maritime power to Rome's growth and prosperity. Punishment and wrath. Stories also depicted Neptune's wrath when angered. He could unleash devastating storms and earthquakes as punishment for disrespect or impiety, reminding mortals of the need to appease this powerful god. Neptune in Roman culture and religion. Neptune was more than just a mythological figure, he was a vital part of Roman religious life and cultural identity. Worship and temples. Neptune was widely worshipped throughout the Roman world, particularly in coastal regions and port cities. Temples dedicated to him, often grand and imposing structures, were erected to honor his power and seek his favor. The most famous temple of Neptune in Rome was located in the Campus Martius, near the Circus Flaminius, indicating the god's importance to public life and spectacles. Festivals and rituals. The main festival dedicated to Neptune was the Neptunalia, celebrated on July 23. This summer festival, likely connected to concerns about drought and the need for water, involved sacrifices, games, and public celebrations aimed at appeasing the sea god and ensuring his continued beneficence. Other rituals and prayers to Neptune were performed by sailors before voyages, by merchants seeking prosperous trade, and by those praying for protection from storms and earthquakes. Neptune's influence on Roman society. As a maritime power, Rome's prosperity and military strength were intrinsically linked to the sea. Neptune, as the god governing this vital element, held a significant place in the Roman worldview. His worship reinforced the importance of the sea for Roman trade, naval power, and territorial expansion. Furthermore, the association with horses connected him to Roman military might and equestrian culture, further broadening his appeal and influence. Artistic representations. Neptune was a popular subject in Roman art, appearing in sculptures, mosaics, frescoes, and reliefs. These depictions consistently portrayed him as a mature, bearded man, often nude or draped in flowing robes, wielding his trident and accompanied by dolphins, horses, or sea creatures. Statues of Neptune frequently adorned public spaces like bathhouses, harbors, and temples, visually asserting his presence and power throughout the Roman world. Legacy of Neptune. Neptune's influence extends far beyond ancient Rome, permeating Western culture and language in various ways. Planetary Neptune. In modern astronomy, the eighth planet from the Sun is named Neptune, maintaining the Roman god's association with the vast and mysterious depths. The planet's blue color further reinforces this connection to the sea. Art and literature. Neptune continues to inspire artists and writers. From Renaissance sculptures like the Fountain of Neptune in Florence to Baroque paintings and contemporary literature, the sea god remains a potent symbol of power, majesty, and the untamed forces of nature. Language and idioms. Several words and phrases in modern languages derive from Neptune or his mythology. Neptunian describes anything related to the sea or the planet Neptune. Idioms like Neptune's trident or riding the waves evoke the god's imagery and domains. Cultural symbolism. Neptune endures as a powerful archetype representing the sea, storms, and earthquakes. He embodies both the creative and destructive forces of nature, reminding us of humanity's complex relationship with the environment. His image continues to be used in maritime contexts, in art depicting the power of the ocean, and in symbolic representations of elemental forces. In conclusion, Neptune, the Roman god of the sea, earthquakes, storms, and horses, was a multifaceted deity deeply embedded in Roman religion, culture, and mythology. His domains and symbols reflected the Romans' intimate connection to the sea and their understanding of nature's powerful forces. From ancient temples and festivals to modern planetary nomenclature and artistic inspiration, Neptune's legacy continues to resonate, reminding us of the enduring power of myth and the captivating allure of the sea.